Hey, Kirk Gibbs, if there's one rider I can think of that probably grown up riding a lot of laps at Warwick, it's probably you. We're back here for a ProMX, well, not back here. First time Penrite ProMX has been here. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how the track forms up. Yeah, like you said, back on my Circo days, I would have done a lot of laps here, but since then I haven't done a lot. So it's probably been a good 10 years since I've done some decent laps here. But yeah, we'll see how it is. I know the ground pretty well, so we'll just see how tomorrow goes.
Moto 2 in MX1, it's when the track's at its worst, it's at its roughest. I find that's when you're at your best. And a track like this, it's like, I don't know, it's something that suits you guys. What is it with that? With just when the track is at its worst, you tend to come alive and be pretty good.
I think probably for me, it's just the track slows down a little bit. It's at its roughest, so I can finesse it a little bit more, when the track gets rougher, that suits my style. So, the guys at the front are going really, really fast, so the smoother it is, the faster they go, and that's probably where I struggle. So, just hopefully it gets rough and beat up tomorrow, and I can just cruise around.
Hey, a little bit of wind coming out of the sails there at Appen in that crash. How's the body been? How's that building back into it? It's back to 100% now, or is it still some lingering sort of issues in the last few weeks? Or
no, probably in the last sort of month I've been coming good. So obviously it did take some time, but I think we've been struggling a little bit with the bike setup. Been working hard on that, and thanks for the team. We've all been working hard, and hopefully we're just starting to make steps in the right direction and can get me back to feel like I can ride at 100%.
That 100% for you. Is that is that on the podium? Is that you think you can get a race win here, there? Where do you think 100% for Kirk Gibbs is in 2025?
I think I'd be around a podium. I definitely think I can still get there if everything's at 100%. Race wins, I think something would have to go wrong for the front two boys. They're definitely moving, but I feel like a podium's still in reach. So for me, it's just getting off a good start, have a good feeling, and putting two solid motos together.
No interview would be complete with Kirk Gibbs without the question. You always said it was going to be at the tail end of the season. There's only 4 left, Kirk. Is it starting to get to the point where you look at 2026?
I don't know if you know what the tail end of the sport is, but I'm pretty sure it's only halfway at round 4. So give me a couple more and I'll let you know.
Last 4, you're not a Supercross guy, so for you,
100%.
It's got to start. The thought's got to start coming in, right?
Yeah, thoughts are rolling in, but yet to speak any yet.
Not going to give me anything. Not going to give me anything, Kirk Gibbs. Hey, look forward to seeing you out here tomorrow.
Thank
Good
you.
luck. The number 4, Luke Clout. Luke, Penrite ProMX Championship here at Warwick. Traralgon didn't go your way, sort of ended the day early. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm good. I had about 10 days off. And to be honest, I don't know, it's kind of reset the batteries a little bit, and just took some time to myself and kind of cruised, and went back to doing some cycling and kind of just having a little bit of fun, and just been back on the bike for a bit over 2 weeks now, and feel pretty solid.
Obviously, it's a tough decision to sit out a race like that, but medical and head and injuries like that, it's nothing that we have to take it seriously. Yeah. Points wise in the championship, that does hurt, but your thoughts on that and where the championship's at right now?
Obviously, it's taken a big chunk out, and we were in a solid position, and it's just now try and put the pressure to the side, or whatever you want to say with that, and just try and win and go and enjoy myself and ride the best I can and see what happens from there. And now it is just trying to claw some points back to at least try and finish on the podium. That would be good, but I just want to ride like myself. We've got 4 rounds to go. These tracks coming up are pretty good for me, I think, and just try and put the cowie on the box and have some fun.
If we look at last year, it's when you came to Queensland the best results showed for Luke Clout. Yeah. You live here in Queensland, southeast Queensland. I don't know how much time you've got to ride out here, but there's got to be a feel of racing close to home or somewhere that's familiar. That's something that works for you?
Yeah, it's good. I haven't ridden here. Every time I tried to, there was getting rained out or whatever, but I've looked at the layout, and it seems like it would be something that suits me, and obviously then Canberra and then the last 2 in Queensland. But I was saying to my wife when we were driving here, I was just like, it doesn't even feel like a race today. Like, we're not frantically going to the airport and running around and things like that.
It's got to be something calm to that,
yeah,
right?
it was. Like, just woke up this morning and kind of just hung out and, you know, cruised out here and, yeah, feel good, feel relaxed. So I'm excited to go tomorrow and I think it'll be good. Be some close racing.
Hey, it's great to have you back here, a part of the championship, Luke. Good luck.
Hey, cheers.
Here with Noah Ferguson, Noah, Penrite ProMX Championship at Warwick. Hey, season so far for you, there's been ups and downs. It's you know, there's been struggles, but when you look at the championship points in third now, thoughts on that?
Yeah, look, it's been a little bit of an up and down season so far. We've just hit halfway. Third in the championship, look, it's not where I want to be, but it's good. It's a good stepping stone to be starting this second half of the season off, and we're heading into the quick rounds of the end of the year, so it's just onwards and upwards.
Hey, it looks like the biggest fight on track for you is also with your teammate there, Byron Dennis. What's that like? You guys sort of, you want to be the number one guy in the truck.
Yeah.
What's that like when it's against your teammate though?
Nah, look, honestly, it hasn't been too bad at all. He's been riding well. He's had his fair share of a few crashes and they've kind of helped me in a little way. So, look, yeah, you always want to be the faster rider, but it's no different for us. We're good mates, so and get along and have a bit of banter. So,
is there a sense of confidence, the championship back in Queensland now, somewhere you've ridden, somewhere you've grown up, spent a bit of time up here? Is there confidence in being somewhere close to home and at these tracks?
Yes and no, not really. I haven't been to Warwick since my junior days, but I just enjoy sandier tracks, a bit more loam, and not this hard pack stuff. So it's been a bit of a struggle at the start of the year, but we've been fine tuning the bike, testing it in, week out, and I think we're in a really good spot and should be on this box.
Hey,
from out.
We'll talk about the elephant in the room, and that is the Akubra, or the Ringers Western hat. Take us through the get up here.
Yeah, look, we got kitted out on Wednesday and I'm rocking it. Still obviously in some sandals, but I'm nice and cozy in my Ringers Western jumper and hat and shorts. So
you know, for the team so far as well, you know, like Thirsty Camel, now Ringers Western, you've got to be a part of some cool, you know, collabs with bikes and stuff like that, and bring outside sponsors into the sport. Your thoughts on that?
Dude, I love it. It's so cool to see these sponsors getting on board in the motocross industry. I think it's good to see that we can kind of grow the community and bring any other culture into dirt bikes, and it's something I'm excited for. So
hey, good luck this weekend. Thanks, Noah.
Thank you.
Current points leader, Jed Beaton. Jed, Penrite ProMX Championship here at Warwick. 4 to go, second half of the championship. How are we feeling coming into this weekend?
Yeah, I feel really good. I had a solid couple of weeks. We've finally got some rain down home, so we've been riding a few different tracks, and yeah, I feel like it's been good. So yeah, looking forward to the next half of the season. We come up here for the state titles. It's looking much drier this time, so yeah, the track actually looks really good, so looking forward to it.
Hey, one thing I've heard you say recently quite a bit is been working on the first motos of the day. Is that a case of the importance of winning that first moto compared to basically not having to have your back up against the wall in the afternoon? Where's that come from, and sort of where you're building with?
That's sort of just come from, I mean, I feel like I can win motos, whether it be the first or second. Mainly it's always been the second one though, so just trying to work on getting the first moto win just because. Feels nicer, good way to start the day off. And then yeah, just try and do the same for the second one. It just makes the whole day a little bit easier. Not that it is easy, because if it was super easy, I think I'd be doing it every weekend. But yeah, definitely the plan. It just, like I said, makes the day a whole lot easier, and it feels like it runs a bit smoother. So yeah, it's just executing the start and getting into it.
Thoughts on the you know, the track we have here at Warwick? Sort of a sandier base track. I think it's going to get pretty rough here.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, like I said before, we come up, and even for how wet it was that day, it got quite rough. So I think it'll shape up to be a pretty good track, and obviously the rougher the better, I think.
You know, game plan for you, I'm going to imagine, is go out and win every moto. But is there anything else where we get to these last 4, you have got a points lead, you're going to do everything you can do to win this championship? Is there any little things that you're just sort of focusing or working on and going to go, okay, this is what we really need to sort of clean up, or we need to be better at the final 4?
Yes and no. I mean, every moto I'm obviously going to go out and try and win. That's just my goal for each weekend. And like I said before, if it was that easy, it'd be done every weekend. But yeah, the competition's good. You just need to make sure you're on your game, riding really well. And I think I just need to go into the weekend with a plan and execute it. And I think that's what we've been doing so far. And my goal is to just keep doing that.
Yep. Last question for me. It's, you know, looking back at Manjimup and everything like that, getting the win there. Is there anything into getting that win over Kyle and then leading into race weekends? Like, is it a momentum thing where you get those wins, you can keep this thing rolling? Is there anything to that? And especially beating Kyle on a track like that, home for him, is there something where you can, okay, yep, we're going to get this thing going and keep it rolling? Is there anything in that?
Yeah, for sure. It's always good to get wins, builds the confidence. And I mean, in the end of the day, I feel like Kyle and I are just going to go out and go at it regardless. Whether you won the last race, whether you didn't, I think we're both two people that want it just as bad as each other. So I feel like if he thinks he's got confidence, I'll go out and win races, and vice versa. It's quite balanced at the moment, but like I said, if we have the plan and stick to it, I think the execution of that plan is what really helps me in my day. So yeah, just go out, focus on that, and in the end of the day, just ride to the best of my ability. I think I'll be fine.
Thanks, Jed. Here with Honda Racing's Alex Larwood. Alex, Warwick Penrite ProMX Championship for you. Hey, let's just go back to Traralgon real quickly. A penalty late in the day there for you sort of pushed you back further. Just your thoughts on that situation and sort of how that played out?
Yeah, unfortunate at the end of the day. I received a 3-place penalty. A bit unfortunate, but there's rules in motocross and you got to stick to them. And unfortunately, I didn't see the flag. It was sort of in a bit of a odd position, and where we take off on the up ramp, it's sort of hard to see. And I know everyone says that, but it's really the case of it. So, and if I was on the ground, I wouldn't want anyone to be doing the wrong thing. So, yeah, we just move on and yeah, take it as it comes.
Now, looking back the last 4 rounds as well for you, 5th in the championship now, only trailing a couple points out of this thing. What's your thoughts been on the first 4 rounds, sort of your performance? So, like, are you satisfied with that? And just give me an idea of where you think you are after the first 4.
Yeah, the first 2 were where I wanted to be. Obviously, I went 3-3 at the first 2 rounds, and then round 3 and round 4 really didn't go the way I wanted to, and it's not where I want to be either. So I'm looking forward to changing that in the next 4 rounds. We're the midway point through the ProMX series, and yeah, I want to mark my step and yeah, be at the pointy end and show what I can actually do.
So like we've sort of seen so far with MX2, it's, you know, Ryder Kingston, Brodie Connolly as well, that 3rd step there, it's gone to a few different people. In that class, you think you can run it with Brodie? You think you can be up there off the top? What's the goals for you for the last 4?
I definitely want to be able to. The last couple of weeks have been really good on the bike, training wise, and I feel like there's no reason why I can't run up there with Brodie and Ryder. So yeah, at the end of the day, it's putting consistent motos together and yeah, just trying to run up front and accumulate some good championship points.
Hey, Jace Cosford, Penrite ProMX Championship here at Warwick. How are we feeling coming into this weekend for you?
Yeah, feeling good. It's good to be back in Queensland, some familiar territory, so that's always good. Yeah, it's been a good few weeks off down training in Victoria, so yeah, looking to rebound from last weekend and looking to finish the rest of the season strong. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
How's that feeling? You know, you did move to Victoria to be a part of the Beaton's Pro Formula group, coming back to Queensland, somewhere where you've grown up, you spent a lot of your time. Is it refreshing coming back here? Is it a different feel now that you ride down there so much, or does it feel like you're at home?
Yeah, definitely. Especially coming out here to Warwick. I haven't done too much out here in the recent years. A little bit more when I was younger. So just on the drive out, seen some familiar tracks and got some memories. So that was pretty cool. And yeah, being down in Victoria, it's so different. Like the climate and the weather, everyone, you're away from friends and family and stuff like that. But it's been good. Some new tracks and a new challenge. And no, it's good, and it's definitely refreshing being back at it.
You know, season to date with you, happy with where things are going. There's been highs, there's been lows for you. but I think there's definitely been a lot of improvement. One thing I've seen with you is your qualifying improvements. You're significantly better at qualifying, and where does that come from? What's the biggest changes you've noticed since being in Victoria?
Just riding with all the boys, you know, and we do a fair bit of training with that through the week. So I think that's definitely translated to the races, and probably riding tracks that are a bit more like what we ride on the qualifying, a little bit wetter and stuff being down Victoria. So I think that's definitely helped. You know, riding in Queensland last year was just riding a lot of dry tracks. So when we get out there in the morning first up, it was probably a little bit unfamiliar. And yeah, no, it's definitely been trending in the right direction, and I think it was worth going down.
You know, reaching the goals you sort of set out this year, has it been a case of working towards that, or looking to finish the season off as a high? Where are we at with how that's going?
Yeah, I think I started the year, like obviously I came off an injury, so it was always going to be a slow start, but compared to recent years, I feel like it was still better than what I've started seasons off, and I've always seemed to finish stronger than I start. So moving back to Queensland, I think that probably helps. There's some familiar tracks and stuff as well. So yeah, looking to keep that trend going and yeah, see what we can do with it.
Hey, good luck this weekend. Thanks, Jace.
Cheers. Thanks, boys.